Alright guys, what's going on my stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host Terry Z. Welcome to the channel By the Dip. Alright guys, and in today's video, I got to give a shout out to a subscriber. Let me get his name here for you. He commented on one of my videos about this article, so I looked it up, read it over, and I think this is a must read for you guys that are heavily invested in LCA or want to invest in LCA. And I'm going to give a big thanks to a subscriber by the name of Preem Patel. He commented on one of my LCA videos and he gave me the link to this article. So thank you so much, Mr. Patel, for that. I really appreciate you giving me the link for this article. And the article here, guys, that we're going to go over today is the place called Gaming America. As you can see here, they do sports betting, tribal, online, land-based gaming calendar publication, gambling insider. So they do a little bit of everything. This was an interview done by a writer from Gaming America by jikh. This was done on September 29th. And this here says, Golden Nugget CEO special, Tilman Fertitta, in the article named Evolve or Perish. As you can see here, I like this little picture here. It has the American flag with a little cartoon character of Tilman Fertitta. Gaming America exclusive interview with Tilman Fertitta, the owner of Golden Nugget. So let's get in the article, guys, and let's go over all this here. So Golden Nugget CEO Tilman Fertitta talks to jikh about his ongoing success in business, how the casino operator is getting through the pandemic, and why the future of his gaming industry lies equally in land-based and online sectors. So this is really good, because if you ever wondered, guys, a lot of the LCA news, you don't get to hear much from Tilman. You don't get to hear much from the CEO and owner of LCA. So this is a really good chance that we're going to get to hear what Tilman has to say. So this is what we've been waiting for, and we're going to get it here today. Anyone can be a good CEO in good times, and it is who can be a good CEO in tough times. Right there is a quote. Anyone, and that's true, anyone can be a CEO when things are going good, but how are you going to be when things go bad? So that's a quote right there, actually, for any business, no matter who you're investing in. Real CEOs are going to make it through the tough times, but you got to make tough decisions, and that's what I did, and that's why we're still here. Tilman Fertitta comes across as a tough man, but then again, you couldn't reach the level of success he has had in business without that ruggedness. After all, the Landry's, Houston Rockets, and Golden Nugget Casino owner has an estimated net worth of $4.2 billion and is referred to by Forbes as the world's richest restaurateur. So that's really good news there as well. And it says here, tough times didn't come much tougher than the virus pandemic period. Fertitta reacted quickly to the implementing crisis by furloughing 40,000 employees, including thousands of his 5 Golden Nugget casinos back in late March. The move drew plenty of criticism at the time, but Fertitta tells Gaming America, I reacted quickly to the pandemic as it wasn't going away and laid off and furloughed a lot of people where everyone else did it later. The Golden Nugget CEO compared his decision to that of Wynn Resort CEO Matt Maddox with the operator furlough employees of its Las Vegas properties in July, long after casinos had reopened, a move Fertitta claimed didn't make any sense. That forward thinking led Fertitta offering a leveraged loan with an interest rate of at least 15% in April as an insurance policy in response to the potential crippling effect of this pandemic could have had on his business. The loan ended up being for $300 million because there was such a demand for it, Fertitta explains. Debt trades just like stocks, and I was the first person out there, so I waited a day. The leverage market would have ended up, I would have borrowed 8%, but if you read my book, you'll see that I have a section that you borrow money when you don't need it. I didn't need the money and still don't need it, but it's sitting in the bank and I'll pay it back. What would have happened if I did need it? This is a very good point. You get basically market capitalization when you have the market cap, even if you don't need it. If you guys watch Jeremy in Financial Education, which you probably do, he talks about this with Tesla and Elon Musk. This is exactly what he is saying. Financial Education, Jeremy wants Elon Musk to borrow money for Tesla, even though Tesla doesn't need it right now. But why the market cap is really high right now? What are they, like 200 billion or I don't even know. Tesla is outrageous right now. But he wants Elon Musk to borrow money for Tesla for the future, just in case if you need it. And what if the market cap goes down for Tesla? Well, then you can't get it. So I love that Tilman just went ahead and took the money, even though he doesn't need it. And you see a lot of people talking about this here, where he borrowed money at an interest rate, and he gets criticized for that. But these are people that don't know the business side that are criticizing Tilman for that. So after reading this article, I can tell you I feel 100% more safe with my money in LCA than I ever have, which I never had any doubts. But this article, hearing this directly from Tilman himself, makes me feel 100% confident and want to get more stocks. So this here says, the fact the business is not a public company that can sell stock at times hardship. Fertitta was adamant he had made sure the business was secure, especially considering he, like most of the world, assumed venues would be closed for longer than 2 months. I originally looked at it as we were going to be closed at the end of the year, he further adds. So here he has a little quote. We make a bunch of money. We do online gaming as good as anybody. So let's see if we can take Gnog public, because you know how Wall Street is. They like companies that are very focused, where the numbers don't get mixed up with the sticks and brick casinos. So keep going here. Although the pandemic wasn't nearly as bad as first predicted, Fertitta, and under no illusions, that is still has been the biggest challenge he has faced in the casino industry. Since Landry's expanded into the sector and purchased Golden Nugget in 2005, while millions of dollars was lost during closures in April and May, the land-based sector is up and running as of July and August and have been very good in the gaming business, he says. Like the rest of the industry, the land-based closures forced companies such as Golden Nugget to turn its attentions to the online space. Fertitta is not sort of a person to let opportunity pass him by. As a man who knows all about and utilize opportunity, Fertitta saw the period as a chance to further establish the online business as the certainty been achieved so far. Golden Nugget Online Gaming Gnog, which started operations in New Jersey in 2013, has been one of the number of online companies to excel, with Q2 gross gaming revenues increasing 85% year to year to $28.2 million, while net revenue improved from 78% to $24.8 million from Q2 of 19. Operating income skyrocketed 74%, up to 8.5 for the quarter. The online growth doesn't stop there. In June, Gnog followed DraftKings' footsteps by going public. Following Lancandia 2 entered the purchase agreement to acquire the operator for approximately $745 million. Confidence and belief in your business, another factor that needed to reach the top, and both Fertitta possesses an abundance after hearing him talk about his online ambitions. We know Gnog was going to be very successful business, Fertitta says, but with the pandemic happening, we saw an opportunity and a couple other companies went public. We then said we can make a bunch of money. We do the online gaming as good as anybody. So let's see if we can make Gnog public. Because you know how Wall Street is, they like companies that are focused on the numbers, don't get mixed up with the sticks and bricks. We're excited about bringing this public next month. And as if forward-looking, proactive mindset that should be Gnog stand ahead of its competitors. Considering the online success, it has already witnessed that online shift will only increase the process of approving online gaming and sports betting quicker, benefiting the operator. Even before the pandemic, Golden Nugget was already doing more than $20 million in annual, I guess that's EBITDA, revenue, whatever, I'm not sure what that is. In New Jersey online gaming business, Fertitta points out, we absolutely see the business focus more online as the result of the pandemic. The rise in online activity is definitely a silver lining, but we always knew where the opportunity. We think online gaming business is going to be something special in the years to come. It'd be certainly no point of surprise if Fertitta's foresight is true and Gnog becomes a special business, considering his list of accomplishments. And we get in here too. Next quote. The key to making all business work together is that it has good people running everything. I'm very strategic and I like to get involved a lot, but the day-to-day everyone gets on their business, I'm here to point out everyone in the right direction to make the decisions. So that's really good. This article just keeps going on and on. We'll keep going on here if you guys bear with me. I know it's going to be a little long video, but this article is definitely a must-read if you're a Gnog stockholder, LCA stockholder. After running the construction and development business in the 1980s, Fertitta jumped into the restaurant trade. I don't think we really need to read that. You guys probably know about how he owns the Landrys and the Houston Rockets basketball team. He just down here in this article basically says he lives in Houston where he's been his whole life, so it makes sense that he owns the Houston Rockets basketball team. He has lots of businesses in Houston, from amusement parks to aquariums, probably 70 restaurants and 7 hotels in the area. When you're a leader, and a lot's expected of you giving back to the community. He's just trying to do his little share. So he's a businessman, he's taking care of his community and things like that. And next quote here, I reacted quickly to the pandemic as it wasn't going away and laid off and furloughed a lot of people where everyone else did it later. So he was kind of right about that, where he did that. So here we go. Down into the next part here. Just trying to skip some of this so we can keep the video somewhat reasonable for you guys. And here we go down here to the last part. There's a lot to admire about Fertitta for speaking to him. It's immediately clear that as a proactive businessman who's always looking for the next opportunity, that's emphasized from the leverage loan as an insurance policy against the pandemic, and as well as other measures to safeguard business during the crisis, capitalization on the digital future by taking Gnog public. It's also hard not to notice his tough exterior and traditional values, which is what you'd expect from someone who's been making a name for himself in the business world since the early 1980s, but those traditional ideals continue to focus on land-based industries as well as forward-thinking vision. Expanding the future lies of online will only help Golden Nugget continue to evolve and grow and take it to the next level. So I know it was a little long and I didn't read over everything, but I read a good bit of it to you guys. Check this out if you want to read the whole article for yourself. Gaming America, if you go right to their website, I think it's like the second or third article here with the interview with Tilman Fertitta. So guys, I feel a lot better, and I think if the stock can stay here below 15, I'm about to take a little bit of my YouTube earnings that I received last month and buy a couple more shares. Now, yeah, like I said, here on Robinhood, I only have 10 shares at $12, but on my Fidelity account, I do have 130 shares in LCA. So I have 140 shares total with LCA. So I am pretty, for me, that's heavily invested right now, having 140 shares in LCA. So guys, if you found this video helpful and knowledgeable, please smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. And I appreciate all your support, man. You guys are really doing good of watching, liking, commenting. I love seeing it. I'll comment back to every one of you that throw a comment down there. So guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, buy the dip.